Hi. I'm so happy that we're together again. Thank you so much for sharing this healing time and space together. I am also a Reiki practitioner, and although I didn't ask for my Reiki to be on right now, I can feel it moving out of my feet into the ground and out of my hands and into my lap. And I know that it doesn't stop there, but it continues. And simply by listening, you're accessing that healing energy. Not only that, but I know who you are. I know the people who will be listening to this, and I hold you close to my heart and my mind as I speak these words. So why don't you invite your highest self, all the wisdom and love and compassion, as we get comfortable together and experience a guided healing meditation. Unique, because in this one, you are the artist. I may say to see a flower, and a flower you will see. But give yourself the paintbrush of an artist, the authority of the photographer, the careful hands of the sculptor, the graceful tongue of a poet, and relax more now as we go on this journey to create an inner landscape, one you can return to in two ways: through this recording and also in your mind's eye. Use this as a tool in your daily life to access the emotional states, healing that you need. Let's begin now. Once upon a time, you found yourself on a hill. And as you look around, as far as the eye can see, beautiful, lush grass. Hill after rolling hill after rolling hill, in all directions. The perfect temperature, the perfect sky. You take a moment to take off your shoes because the grass feels that good. And you just throw your arms up to the sky. Let your head fall back. Pure surrender at the delightful moment you've been given. And now I want you to start looking for that flower. You'll find it. I know you will find it. And when you do, I want you to listen to these words and ensure that your flower has these qualities that I describe. This flower is fresh. If you were to put the petals next to your cheek, they would feel so soft, so silky. And if your face were that close, you'd be able to detect some sort of smell, aroma of the flower, if the flower has an aroma. You might notice the little grains of pollen, and you may notice that it has a quality of openness and freshness that feels a lot like a smile. Can you see the flower smiling? See your flower smiling now up at you. And for just a moment, I'd like you to touch the stem of your flower. And as you do, insight floods into you. Almost as if the flower could talk to you, but it's not in words. But you have an understanding that the flower has qualities that you would like to have. The flower knows you enjoy her smile, and somehow she showed you the smiles of friends and family members, people you have crossed paths with, that have that smile, the one that has that freshness, the one where you see it, you have to smile, because it's that moving. And it feels like a gift, similar to how a flower might be received as a gift or given as a gift. Breathing in, I am a flower. Breathing out, I feel fresh. I'm about to ring a Tibetan bell. And as I do, I want you to install this freshness, this flower, deep within yourself, almost as something you could touch to immediately experience freshness, so that no matter what kind of day you're having, all you need to do is touch your flower to be fresh. Breathing in, I am a flower. Breathing out, I feel fresh. And now I want you to notice, as you installed this, flowers have exploded everywhere in the field. Everywhere, just look around and see. It's true, right in front of your eyes, more and more and more. So beautiful. It's like a sanctuary for the most beautiful and safe existence. Flowers are so beautiful. And you are beautiful too. I know with great certainty that regardless of if you believed what I just said, you will believe it in a second because of this. At one point, you were born. And every child is born fresh. You've seen children running around, playing, squealing in delight. So resilient, so fresh. Even when a child makes a mess, they're still fresh and beautiful. And because you were once a child, you still have this quality within you. And I want you to find it now. You may notice the location that it lives within inside you. And as you notice where it inhabits and occupies, just touch it. Say, I invite your freshness to grow like the flower. Plant it and see that it has already bloomed. And smile. And as you look up and enjoy the beautiful field of flowers, you can see that there is a child running around. And that surprises you. So you decide to get a closer look. And that's not just any child, but you, when you were a child. And they smile at you. And as the smile passes between you, you understand that you've given both versions of yourself a great healing gift. They can run free, and you can be fresh. Breathing in, I am a mountain. Breathing out, I'm solid. I want you to notice there's a mountain in your landscape you're building. See it now. And invite the creative, beautiful side of yourself to add and enhance this beautiful landscape we're building together. And let me tell you what the mountain has to offer you. So much. For on a windy day, the mountain stands tall, solidly rooted to the ground. And think of the people you rely on, like your teachers, leaders, friends, partners, and notice that they all possess this quality of the mountain, solidity and stability, that presence. Knowing the mountain will be stable feels very safe. And think of your emotions as wind. The emotions of that child running around in the field. They still experience emotions like anger, fear, sadness, anxiety. Sometimes they even experience emotions that they may not know where they came from, and they feel somewhat alarming, like hatred. But know this, they're just a passing wind, and your mountain can still be stable. The mountain will not be moved by the winds of emotion. The mountain will be able to take care of itself and remain solid as the wind passes. For weather always passes. And knowing this, you can touch the mountain as you feel the wind and remain stable. Breathing in, I'm a mountain. Breathing out, I am solid. Now I want you to find the still water, the calm, beautiful, peaceful pool of water near you. I don't know if it's large, if it's a lake or a pond, but I do know I'd like you to sit comfortably by its edge and notice how good it feels, because as you sit there, your mind calms and you notice the quality that this still water possesses that you are about to imbibe. Because upon the surface of the water, there's a reflection. And as the water is still, the reflection is exactly, clearly reflecting reality. And this is a skill that you can now share. Think of your breath as the bridge, and calm breath, calm water can help you see clearly. Breathing in, I am calm water. Breathing out, I see things clearly. Just like the lake can reflect the sky, a cloud passing by the trees or anything. When your mind is calm, you can see things as they are and reflect things clearly as they are. To be still is crucial to see and look deeply. If not still, go along with the thoughts and be calm like a lake. Your breath shows the quality of the water. And sometimes, many times, our breath may not be calm. Did you know that realizing that is a moment of enlightenment? It is. It's a two-step process. So if you realize you're not in a good emotional state, you've had the first moment of enlightenment. The next is to gather your courage and say to yourself, I know there is pain, and I will take care of it now. Breathing in, I am water. Breathing out, I am calm. Now, I want you to look up and see that this sky is unlike any sky you've ever seen before. Or maybe it's your eyes that have gained a new ability, because there is so much space. And as you look up, you notice something also happening within. You have a new space that you just realized you always had. And it's the space that you can be comfortable in whenever you find yourself in an overwhelming environment. Isn't that wonderful? Breathing in, I am space. Breathing out, I feel free. In, space, out, free. In, space, out, free. Now, I invite you to experience a full letting go of yourself in the safest way. Feel the edge of your body blurring into the atmosphere. Your awareness is still 100% with you and your body. And nothing has in fact changed except for your awareness. Because the elements that built you originated in supernovas. So you may have heard you are stardust, and that's correct. And because you are, you might as well touch the stars and experience the space that you occupy within space in terms of a scale that's impossible to understand. For within ourselves, we are built of atoms. And knowing atoms are mostly empty space can be a bit staggering as we lie or sit on a surface that feels so solid, imagining it as empty. But knowing stability can be mostly emptiness in some ways, and that freedom is located in space. So I invite you to touch freedom and touch Nirvana now. I know inside myself it feels a little scary to let go, but I also know it's safe because I've led myself through this visualization and I'm always here, still at the end. So I encourage you to let yourself be yourself, but the edge that has dissolved and now is all the way out to the edge of the earth. So you may notice you feel a bit like you are yourself as the whole earth. And you may want to expand your border can reach Mercury, Venus, Mars, through the Kuiper Belt, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, the dwarf planets, the exoplanets, and the sun. Your border could encompass the whole solar system in your mind's eye. And knowing that the elements that make them up were built when a star exploded. And knowing that we are one solar system where there are so many swirling around in the Milky Way galaxy. And you've probably seen a picture of this, so expand your border to that. And you may have seen the picture where the Hubble telescope looked at one blurry spot for a long, long time. And when it had collected enough light, it became clear that that was not one blurry spot, but in that one spot, we could observe so many other galaxies. Not solar systems, galaxies. And expand your border to there now. And as you continue to expand your border, there's no saying where it stops, because some think it's the universe, while others think it's a multiverse. But as it's all you and you are all it, you can experience freedom directly in this way. And I sit here in freedom with you, enjoying it, knowing it takes me, active practice, and appreciating being with it now, and hoping you feel it too, together. Being everything isn't being nothing, but it's also freeing in the way that nothing else is. The wave is already the water, and you are already free. And as you sit in this uniquely free state, invite the healing that your highest self has access to. And I'm going to end this recording in such a way that you decide when you're ready to rejoin yourself, or your skin boundary actually is, in whatever position you're sitting or laying right now. But I'd like that to be your decision, because I know I feel so wonderful right now that you may too. And it's moments like this where you can access everything. From my heart directly to yours.